Hey guys, Dante here, and welcome back to my channel, The Burgos Art, and welcome back to another Sunday night art stream. And it is the second of the new year, and is the first stream of the year. So hi everyone. Ooh, that is loud stuff going on. 1 second, guys. I just got a lot of feedback right now that was kind of odd. There we go. Sorry about that. I need a haircut. Yeah, so as I was saying, I am doing very well. I hope you guys are doing very well. I know things are weird. as they have been for the past 2 years. But with that being said, let's jump into this new date as if it is a new start, and let's try something new, or rather something old, but it's something I haven't done in a while. We are going to be doing transformer designs, primarily as I like to do them, the more mechanical aspects. So I'm sketching the blueprint of how this Vespa will transform. I have been in and maybe it's because of like, you know, a sudden burst of energy at the end of the year, but I have been in a good mood for three-dimensional work. Meaning, I am essentially in the final stretch. I have a smudge and I can't get rid of it. Sorry. I'm in the final stretch of sculpting several figurines, custom figurines for my friend Red Spectra. I might mention this in my last stream, the random stream I did for testing the quality of my streams. So I'm doing a sculpture for my good friend Red Spectra of his avatar, a main character he's had for years and years and years. And that's coming out very well. On a more complicated scale, I'm also near the final sculpting point of one transforming figurine. I just gotta add some more details and sand it down, and then get to the coloring. And I'm at the end of the sculpting mark of another transforming figurine that just needs to be painted. And these are custom figurines I'm making for myself. So 2 humanoid figurines that transform into monsters, and 1 humanoid figurine based on my friend's artwork. And I've just been so like excited that I'm just doing sculpting and sanding, and really finally finishing these guys. With that being said, this right here is an idea I've had literally like a bug in my ear. I want to do a Vespa transformer, but I want some fun with it. It's going to be a triple changer that goes from the Vespa motorbike to a robot to a actual like wasp, which is Vespa. Full on fooly cooly over here, the Vespa woman. So I'm just going to take these references of this exact model. It's like something 300 or whatever. And I'm just going to start chopping it up and doing sketches. And we're just going to do some sketching. We're just basically going to try and figure out how this turns into something else. I got most of it in my head. I'm just going to do some basic drawings. And this is going to be very similar to the combiners I did some time back, which were 3 guys that each turned into some kind of like assault vehicle, some kind of tank-like vehicle, and then combined into a big T-Rex. If you haven't seen that, go to my YouTube channel. It's still on the YouTube channel, and I think here on Twitch you will find a clip of me explaining why I made that. It's one of the highlighted clips on the main page of my main page. So real quick, let's do a test in chat. That worked. I am seeing no drops in frames. I after watching like the 500th video of things you could do to improve your stream quality, I found one random video that was like, oh yeah, just click this box and click that box, and it should help. It's like 15 things that help that apparently work, because I am not getting any notifications and drops of frames. So for now we're gonna still stay on Twitch, but maybe I'll eventually be able to use Restream again and multi-broadcast. Yeah, I see no information regarding drops in frames. I'm just looking to my side constantly to see whether or not the video is choppy. But I guess we won't know until I start drawing, so let's go. Forgive me, I'm chewing bubblegum. Not even bubblegum, I'm just chewing gum. So here is the Vespa. And I have a general idea. I went online. Okay, it's okay to like, you know, it's okay to, I'm gonna say it, it's okay to copy the transformation, the mechanics of a transformer. If you have an idea, like I want to make a car, there's been a billion car transformers. You don't have to always completely do it from scratch. I mean, Hasbro itself does it. Like the DeLorean crossover and the Ghostbuster Ecto 1 crossover were just retoolings of other vehicles. But with that being said, I looked online at like there has to be at least one Vespa, and there is one Vespa. I think it's Energon. I believe it's Energon. Like the illustrations of what the toy looks like, the animation of what the toy looks like looks kind of cool. The toy itself, nah. So it didn't really help me with this, but you know, at least it gave me some kind of idea where to go. So first things first, let me clear my throat. No, let me hiccup. Wand. There we go, wand. Just want to get rid of that. There we go. And I want to get rid of that. I just want to get rid of stuff I don't really need. So like I said, I hope everyone's doing good. Where's my delete? I got too many post-its in the way. Okay, here we go. So that's our reference for right now. Let's make it lighter. Make it lighter. We are working on a standard printing paper 8.5 by 11. And yeah. So let's lock that and lock that. Okay. So we're gonna start with some sketch ideas. What do I think goes where? And we're working with this content. I think I'll work as a duality. Like I'll draw it on one side and the other to get two references, to show you like the idea. It's kind of hard to visualize it if I'm working on the simple flat image of the side shot. So let us begin with some red, some orange. What are we looking at here? Come on, orange. That works. Okay. So I'm believing, in my opinion, the entire front steering wheel section, which is pretty much right here, this beauty right here, it's gonna be a triple changer, so it has to do triple duty. It is the front. It will be the robot's legs, and given the correct hinge, it will be the I guess a hornet. It would be a hornet or a wasp. It will be the wasp's stinger, its butt. So fine details will be done later, but for now, let's imagine there's a split that goes all the way down this, right? So that splits in half. And I want to say that splits in half. So the front actually, you know what? Let me erase it real quick. Ooh, the music just I just heard the music kick in. Pretty a different track. Okay. So that is what we're looking at for the front. Right? Yeah. Now, whether or not, I'm not sure what to do with the tire. That's kind of the issue I'm having right there. You know what? This is all connected. Yeah, it's like that. So the kneecaps are going to be the actual the kneecaps are going to actually be, both kneecaps are connect and make the handlebars and the headlight. Yeah, so we're gonna keep that all connected. Like that. Okay, so that's all one piece. Or rather, two pieces combined. Like Voltron, I do not know. Like, I'm not sure if the final thing will have. I'm not sure if I want to include the actual wheel as part of the foot. Or have this whole thing come off and be like a weapon. But then I'll have just empty space. There'll be nothing there to like make up the foot. So you know what? Yeah, let's yeah, there we go. The front wheel well is the foot. That's our foot. So maybe something along these lines. It doesn't be perfect, but right now just kind of thinking about the transformation. So let's cut that right there. There we go. Where's that seam? There's a seam on this. I think it's like right here. Maybe the wheel will have the wheel become separate, so it's like a honey wand. It makes sense, right? Okay, the wheel is gonna be separate. Now, with that being said, let's get some blue. So, what we're looking at here, everything to the right of this orange line is you have the knee. You have what's the knee, the entire shin, and the foot with like what's it called? The back of the foot, the heel. This is gonna be something interesting. So this right here is a round ball socket. That's gonna be one leg. It goes all the way up, and it connects on a joint, which is the knee right there. Let me actually be yeah, there's our joint. There's a little bolt right there. Which means, oh, I should bring it down actually. Let's see. Nope. That's the ball socket. So, much like how some of the Transformers, they have like, the older Transformers would have the trunk of the car overlap the hips, and just all you do is flip it open, and there's your hip, and there's your trunk, which is that. Same thing here. Essentially, she's just, if this is her knee, and that's her hip, and that's the rest of her leg, it just does that. It'll make sense once I actually start using these same colors. And we're gonna say right here, this is her waist. So we're just taking this and chopping it into various pieces to help us better understand what we're working with here. What's the angle on this? Something like that. What this cube is right here. Yeah, makes sense. What the cube is right there is it's this. It's a plank. Right? It's a plank. And it has at a 90-degree another plank sticking out of it. That's what that is. That's the waistline on its back, because this ball joint on one side and this ball joint on the other, that represents where the legs meet. That's what that is. So she's essentially laying down. She's laying down, and she has her knees like you're doing a sit-up. That's what she's doing right now. She's literally, she is, you know, here's, like, let's say here's the head, here's the shoulder. Why is my thing not working? There we go. Something is wrong. There we go. There we go. There's our rib cage. There's our waist. That's what you're looking at. Yeah. Like, that's the waist. That's, yeah. This is gonna work. I have a feeling it's gonna work. And then the head is like tucked in there. That's the robot laying down. Then her legs is gonna go out. Oh, forgot about you. Come here. Alright. So that was like the main thing I had in my mind. In terms of like, this is what I think how it would look like. Now it gets a little tricky from here. It gets a little tricky. So, like I said, let us design, like, right there's our waistline. So she has a little like wasp-like waistline. Very thin. Or I guess kind of flat. She's toned. Now on the back I have several issues. So the this piece here, the kind of the back wheel well, and also where the vents are at. So the idea is that this mass here could be used for two just basic curved feet that you just spread apart, kind of like that, and that will give us our bug legs that come out. But wasps usually have like two smaller legs and then two larger back legs when they land on objects. So, part of me wanted to take the seat, split that down the middle, similar to the way we did the front legs, and use that as the back feet. But I also want to see if I also wonder if I could utilize that as the hands. It's like the feet, the long back feet of the wasp will be the arms of the robot. An idea I had. But then it's a matter of like rearranging them where they fit proportionally. Okay, sorry, I'm thinking, but I'm not drawing it. Sorry. Let's change color again. Change places. Green it is. So I'll draw it here first. So this section here, this kind of curving section right there, right? You know what? Almost forgot. How's that look? Like something like this. That's the waist. And then we forgot the rest. By the way, this bottom piece, like this, this whole bottom section that I seem to be leaving out, there's a reason for that. We'll get to that. So like once I have it all drawn out, I could probably just take this picture and kind of Photoshop it to give you an even better idea of how it looks when it moves around. No frame dropping, I like it. Okay, so now back to green. We're gonna take this, split it down the middle. Right? So this will have a ball joint right there. Bicep, which put a pin in that, and this whole thing are the bug leg, are the back bug legs. So the seat will split and hang off the sides. This might actually not. You know what? For a little fiddling, this could work. Keep that curve. Alright, yeah. And just for the sake of, that is one side of it. Like that. Might work, but what that is, because I was probably thinking this big massive piece in the back, I had, so if we do the shoulder right, if we have it where the shoulder kind of breaks off from there, thing is that still doesn't look really well proportioned to me. Like this is where I just drew like the rib cage, like waist, legs, like this is the base of the rib cage. This should be like, this green ball joint would have to be here to have the head like that. So maybe it pops upward and then pops outward. Like it's doable. We have plenty of mass space in the back. So we gotta figure that out. But the idea was, because we got this massive back piece, when she's a robot, her head just kind of pops out. Like this, if the seats are here, her head pops out. So it looks like, you know, the way they draw, like this, and just imagine like an anthropomorphic bumblebee would have, like, usually have these big like royal collars of like fur. People love drawing them like that. Them sexy bees. Let's go for purple. I know. And I'm still figuring out a few things here, people. It's a position of where the legs are. Like this green joint, that's bothering me. It doesn't have to necessarily be right there. It's not trying to be exactly this vehicle. Just, you know, a Vespa in general, like the shape of it. A scooter. A Vespa. They can travel into space and meet the fish in the stars. That's like the very little bit I know about the last Pixar movie. I definitely want to see it though. You know what? Let's just kind of throw it together and then fine detail it later. Okay. So let us. So you have this shape here. So let us. Put a hinge joint right here. And we'll, I guess, make a ball joint here. That sits on top of this. So that's one leg. And then another one. So on top of this piece, it has like extensions on top of it. So it's we're not gonna draw it exactly like that. There we go. This angle and one from this angle. Still thinking about it. Because I'm not sure if I want to cut into the actual wheel well or have things on top of it. Because the wheel well gives us mass to use for like the B head, which is just going to flip out from the inside. Excuse me. It's the gum. Okay, we'll work more on that in a minute. Like I know the basics I want. Just in the wheel well, you're just gonna have this big old head that comes out. That's the B. And when the seat is gone, you're just gonna have the humanoid, the robot face right there, like within the wheel well. Let's try. Let's go for yellow. Yeah. So we're gonna have two flat planks side by side. When they come out, they're the bug wings. When they're together, they make up the base of the scooter. Let's do it sideways first. Okay, so like that. Straightforward plank. And like somewhere in here, relatively small wings, relatively short wings, I guess. And that's going to be a yellow pin. So from this point of view, right? That's that. Little angular pyramid tip for the wings. And it's two of them. So the wings are essentially top-down view, right? What you're gonna get two wings, robotic angular wings like this, sitting side by side. They might be kind of thin, they might be small. We gotta work on the sizing. And they're both on pins like this. So you're looking straight down from the top of the Vespa, right? And they swing outward like that. And I chose that shape because I chose that shape of like wing because I actually have like some plastic toys. That's the wrong button. I actually have a like some knockoff like Transformer-esque kind of bug toys I bought a while back for the parts. I've been wanting to use like these little plastic wings that have like translucent. Okay. Okay. Let me save as real quick. Where's my transformer file? Transformers. I guess new folder. Vespa. Okay, we're gonna save this as sketch. And I spelled sketch wrong. Okay, and I want to say, like in the back, you have the license plate, don't need that. I essentially just want to say that the head just kind of flips out. Like, let's say there was a pin. Let's take a let's go for red, like a deep red. Let's say once again that is way too big. Let's say there's a pin right here. So the head, which way are you facing, boy? No. Okay. So this one is gonna be flipped upside down. But let's say that is our B head, right? Upside down, and that's the pin. I drew the head upside down compared to where I need to be, or whatever. Essentially a pin for the tire. Tire gets the whole tire structure just gets out the way. So the tire goes that way. The head goes that way, and the head would then be facing like in this direction in the final. Like that's the eye, and yada yada yada. This is the antenna. And so the wheel would just be on the fly's back, and yeah, that would work. Now, regretfully, the Vespa here, there's a muffler on this side. Opposite side, I guess, doesn't have a muffler. But I could extend the wings all the way to where the muffler is. So from the tire, they come out, just to give the wings more length. So you have to open the wings first, then tilt the tire. But yeah, we'll do that. We'll fix that right here. Yeah. You can fix that. Just imagine that this isn't here. So we just bring this to like here. Then there's the pin. That's where it attaches. And then somewhere in this mechanic, the tire flips back. So here's our three-dimensional point where the pin attaches. There's our three-dimensional wing. Now you can see it when it's not beneath the waistline right there. That's the waistline. And then that's the pin. Yeah, but the wings have a bit more of a length to it. Still iffy on the legs, on the bug legs. Her head would be like right here, but like inside the shell. And yes, in robot mode, her wings would be out. I guess technically her wings would be out and then she'd have spikes. You could like bring out these purple bug legs. Okay, so that's our general idea of what everything is. Where it all goes. So I could have some fun right now. So what I'm going to do right now, go have some fun. We're going to do some photoshopping. I need to copy this one. Copy layer, copy layer, copy layer. Here's our copied layer, right? So, in vehicle mode, this is what you got. In robot mode, it's the vehicle mode doing a front wheelie. In bug mode, it's the vehicle mode flipped over. So I'm actually going to Photoshop some parts around. Let me make sure everything is stuff I don't want to move is locked on. Okay. So let me demonstrate. Boom. Awesome. Right, so, hold on. There we go. Seems about right. Alright, so using once you move the wings out the way, it exposes once you move these yellow wings out, it exposes the back of her lower back, which is this blue piece, which is going to have a divot in it. This entire front section at the hinge, the blue hinge, is going to go forward. That divot is to accommodate the tire. The tire is just going to go right in there. I'm on the wrong layer, that's why it won't let me transform it. You get it? Transformers! Rotate. It'll be like that. Okay? Okay, that is good. I'm gonna okay that. I'm gonna deselect that. So technically, this wouldn't be here. So I'm just gonna remove this part because technically it shouldn't even be here. you know what? We'll also... I'll leave that part there. Alright. Nice. But this will be covered by this because it's partly inside the tire. Inside the machine, that is. It'll be like inside the wheel itself. You know, just for texture purposes, I'm gonna go ahead and do something interesting. Watch. Just because I want to be fancy at the moment. So we are literally transforming it now. Now that I know the segments, we are literally transforming it right now. Where's my stamp tool? Stamp tool. There we go. Because it has these cool vents on it, so why not use the vents? What am I doing? What am I doing, guys? What am I doing? You're a dang fool. What am I doing? What am I doing? Just take that. Cut and paste. Copy and paste. Copy and paste. Get your butt over here. I'm just going to do this instead. Scale. It is not scale. Just gonna make it big. Yeah, it has crappy resolution, whatever. And I'm gonna take you. I can't at the moment because I put in the same layer. Nope. There. Nope, do not invert. Just, you know, there we go. I'm just gonna go copy, paste, new layer. There we go. You. Get us out of there. That's not what I meant to do. Select. Get back to here. Erase that. Erase that. Go here. Erase that. Erase that. There we go. Now we're having some fun. Let's hit the lip. Okay, I forgot that this thing was like tinted. I kind of like it when it's like a lighter color though. I kind of like it in the slightly, yeah, it's like way too vibrant. I'm just gonna go keep that the way it is. Okay. But you. You are the ball joint right there. I'm doing all this just to make a ball joint, guys. I'm doing all of this just to make a freaking ball joint. That's all it is. There. screw it. We're going hard on this. Because I can't deal with all this freaking transparency stuff. There. That's right. It's all coming together. I'll admit, I kind of was hoping that like flipping this, the tire would sink more. I could probably get the tire to sink more into the into the chest frame, in the back of the chest, that is. The actual lower back. The back of the stomach. The back of the lower back, yeah. But we'll get there. I'm working this way before I flip the whole thing over. I have to flip it now, whatever. Alright. Okay, so this is us right now. I expected that. Alright. Next step. We're gonna take this guy right here. At least part of him. Not what I meant to do. Take that. Paste, new layer. Good. That's why I'm super confused. Should be cut and paste. Cut and paste onto a new layer. There we go. We'll work on the rest. Deselect. So we're just chopping this sucker up. We're just chopping this guy up. Just like that. Alright, so let me, where are you? I'm gonna rotate this at this point. And we'll also do some cleanup as well. Put you like right there. Enter. I'm gonna take this guy. Rotate. At that point, put him like over here. And since I should have kept this on a separate layer. This fool right here. This fool's fool. But that's okay. No. No. I'm trying to copy this exact circle almost. At least part of it. There we go. Cut and paste. Copy and paste. And then move this guy out the way. There we go. You know what? I'm gonna label this one ball joint, or this ball, because I'm gonna be reusing him a lot. And I say copy him over himself. Not perfect, but good, good. Deselect, ball and ball copy. Merge selected layers. There we go. That's annoying. Copy that again. Put it right there. Nice. Let me see. That is one leg. That is the seat. I just want to clean the seat up. It has a little bit of green in it. I forgot to like take out. For sake of levity, we're going to remove this altogether, and we'll just draw like a little bug foot on it. Okay. Where's our original bike? Not you. You. And we're just gonna get rid of stuff we don't like. Just like it just needs to be a slight cleanup on all of this. We don't need you. Get you out of here. Let's get rid of the red, just keep the silver. Imagine that the headlight in the back rotates in when the head rotates out. So that little silver is the neck. Okay, so all of that object. There's a way, I forget if it had it. Yes, there we go, thank God. Something like this, right? That back tire is gonna be a pain in the butt. I know it. Ironically, it's at the butt. Have an idea. We're all going to erase that tire. Because I have an idea for the tire. Now, I remember how I said a tire, maybe the front tire is something separate. It comes out and it's like it's a wand with the tire at the end of it. What if we could also use the tire as a secondary pair of wings? Because wings, most bugs have 4 wings. Most. Yeah. Or at least like butterflies, their wings are like segmented to look like 4 wings. So maybe that tire splits into 2 like round, like almost like turbines, and you just reattach it. Like it's a little bit of part forming, but it's a weapon, so it's storage. Storage, storage is good. So we're gonna get rid of the tire from here. Okay, I kind of want to keep that black line right there. That way you could. I'm just getting rid of some detailing at the moment. Yep. And okay, so we're going. So we have pretty much everything that needs to be moved around. We have everything else is going to be drawn. So now I'm gonna put this whole thing into a. Did that work? There has to be a way to like quick drop. Frick. Is that everything? That's everything. Nope. I'm just rearranging everything inside of a folder in my layers. Yeah. Okay, so what I need now. Okay. What we're gonna do now is I'm just gonna, to get the core angle of the back tire essentially split open, we are gonna go back to our, where is my, that's my, that's that. That's you. That's you. Yeah. Look at the wrong one. What am I doing? Copy that. I'm losing everything. Where am I going? That's that. That's that. Did I or did I not freaking make a copy? There you are. Unlock you. Drag your butt down. Okay. Once again, get that. So, going a little crazy here, people. Just a little crazy. And we could always design this as a turbine to begin with. Like just in the tire is always gonna have like a fan effect. Where's my lasso? Using the eraser just to round out that edge. Just gotta find out. Just gotta flip it around to get the right angle now. So vertical. Move it over here. No. Would it be horizontal from there, and then flip the vertical back? Back. Vertical. Technically, yes. At an angle, so let's see, perspective. It's not really perspective. What's going on? How's that perspective? Oh, there we go. Yep, because it's like this. Nice. Oh. I think it will fall back. Okay, let me do some corrective work on this. Select. Just grab some black. Just like, even though like the color's not coming from a different direction, but whatever. Just something like that. because it goes almost all black here anyway. So just for sake of mind. If you do that there, copy it, horizontal, no, I hate when there's like a dot somewhere on the screen. So instead of just selecting that, it selects that and a dot all the way at the other end. Really annoying. Now we're gonna try again. It needs to be like that. But tilted? Like that? No. Technically be like that, right? It would, but it'll be behind it. Maybe that's why my eyes are going up. Yeah. It would be that. The wings are a little... So the wings aren't flat on. The wings are actually kind of splayed open. So we're seeing them splayed open in a weird way. Yeah. That's that. Obviously it'll be half wheels, but that's what that is. That's what we're trying to get. Deselect. And with that being said, we'll also might as well just do a quick kind of wing shape. Where are my shape tools at? Shape tools, there you are. Straight line. In like that color. Yeah. So let's pretend from about right about here, right? Oh yeah, that is not a good thickness. Is there a way to fill it? Like, can you just draw it and it fills in as well? We'll figure it out. Wait a minute. No, don't do it there. Lock that layer, baby, because I am not gonna accidentally draw on a whole freaking, just I don't want to screw it up. Yeah, we did kind of put the hinge way up. In fact, the tire should be way up as well. So let me unlock it, I guess. These should be like right up in there, like that. Yeah. Be perfect because theoretically, let's say I take a handle. Let's say we make a handle that's right there, coming out, and it plugs right in there. So that does make sense. It'll be like right there. And then you have the front tire, which is just sitting there. Then again, the front tire, once the B head is out, the front tire can sink in. So I could probably get rid of like a good chunk of this right here. Just sink it right in. Yeah, let's do that. It's a bit cluttered at the moment. That's you right there. like to keep. I'm gonna keep this little piece of mechanic right there. I like that. Get rid of all of you. Yeah. Cut and paste. Cut and paste. Right. I'm gonna put it beneath that, and we are just going to. Nope, that didn't work. Yeah, right there, that layer. Grab that layer. No, don't cut it. Just freaking deselect it. Already there. So this sinks. So she still has the tire on the back, which gives the bee like that kind of hump on the back. And there we go. Okay, so everything else now is just us freaking drawing it. Yeah, so you know what? Let's just do some drawing. What was that? I have a layer here, not sure what it is. Let me back up. That way I don't accidentally... Nope, you're nothing. It was an extra layer printed out. Delete. There we go. Okay. I know it looks weird now, but we are going to do some quick drawing. Now if I lower this, oh, it's only going to be that. Okay, so let's make a layer. Call it the bug. We'll call this layer bug lines. Bug lens. Bug-eyed lens? No, bug lines. There we go. And now we go in there. So, part of me wants to actually have the handlebars come together and make the stinger, but now we're going to avoid that for now. So we're just going to, somewhere between the knees, on one of the legs is the actual stinger. No, why is so thick? Make it a 0.6, thank you. That's a mean singer. Maybe too big. So this one I've been thinking about, like on and off for the past week or so. As I've been sculpting, I've been thinking about just more and more 3D work, 3-dimensional sculpting, you know, 3-dimensional art, sculpting, carving wood, whatever. And I just had this idea. To be honest, like if I could, and this is super gimmicky, but if I could, I would also make a shell for her. Like if I could find a way to also compress this form in a way, I would make a pretender shell. So it'd be like a delivery girl with a big backpack on or something, and then she turns into all this. But I think the triple changing part is good enough because we need more triple changes. We don't. You know, they always remake the same freaking 3 or 4 guys. We need some like new character triple changes, man. Like I want some, like, you know, that's a gimmick I could get behind, as long as it's not done where it's like this is a spaceship and this is another spaceship and this is a spaceship that's like a boat. No, you need like characters. You need like actual cool stuff. And since you can have so many, like, there's only so many things like a tank to eject, a car to eject. Like, then make them animals. Make them be like, you know, freaking. I had one where I want to make like a cruise ship. Like I had like this idea for like a rich man's boat. That turns into a kraken. It was it was an old sketch, and it was an old drawing I had, and it was like extremely like simple transformation. I'm not saying that like, oh, I made it so simple. I mean like it's like turn it around, do this, it looks like a kraken, or a giant squid. Like that's what I meant by simple. Yeah, I'm still a little iffy on how I want to do the legs, the side legs, to make them look interesting. But for now, we're just gonna do this. Just doing this big old, you know, freaking big old bug legs, right? Why not? Big old bug legs. So the body is pretty much straightforward, but like all the extremities are slightly angled. Give him little, or her, little toes. Maybe just freaking cheat and grab the sucker and stretch it out. Give me that. Transform, scale, rotate, perspective, skew, distort. I guess distort. No, I do not want to distort everything. Cancel that. Cancel. I just need you. Just need you, baby. Just me and you. Nope. Nope. Don't be that cheap, Dante. Just freaking fix it. I like look at the way I cut this particular shape on that leg, like this shapes like that. Like it's not gonna be exactly precise to the Vespa, but it's gonna be a Vespa. It's gonna be a freaking little scooter. Go, just to kind of match the scale of that just lightly. Yeah. In fact, I might want to move this entire back leg forward a little bit. You know what? Might hit myself. I'm just gonna merge this freaking thing. just combine them. And okay. Select that. That works. I say it works, therefore it works. We didn't start the fire. Nope, wrong button. Can hear you. Okay, like that. You know, there's some delivery carts that are built like this. Well, this has vents on the side, but then on top of the wheel well are bags. So I could probably use the bag as what the bug legs are gonna be. Like use that as the extra mass to make the bug legs and still keep the wheel well for the big rounded, you know, fly size. Well, you know, the rounded wasp. Copy and paste. Yep. Gonna do that. Drag that down. So we're doing some really weird like Photoshop work here. But it's not in Photoshop. Black magic. Yeah, okay, perfect. Okay it. And erase that. Erase that. Erase that. Erase that. Get way up in there. And down to a black outline around everything to kind of like make it work. Oh shoot! I just realized I cut that and I didn't fill that in. Okay, I'll fix that. Okay, first of all, let's deselect. What's what here? I got that's all black bug lines. That's that with some junk around it. Look at that junk around it. That's that with all this junk around it. I am like making such a mess of all my layers right now. I'm just chopping stuff up. I don't care. Bug lines. Copy these bug lines instead. Give me a copy. I'm liking this. I am liking this. Okay. Let's merge selected layers. One leg, two leg, body. Let's merge all of our core parts. Layers. Hit save. Hit save, damn you. J for stamp tool. J. I just want to fill this back in. Okay. That's you right there. Okay, so. You know what? Yeah, you are a copy. Keep you as a copy. Here's an idea. Organize. No. 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 Where are you? Where are you? You. I want you. So, where's my folders? Layer folder. Sketch is in layer folder. Along with that. And along with that. Close you up. Lock you down. Leave you as TF lines, as in like the transformation lines. That is locked up. And my copy of this layer can now be moved. And he sits right here at full opacity. That's what we want. Because I'm kind of enjoying the Photoshop approach to this. So I figure we stick with that for the heck's going on? Am I want to lose my mind? So my pencil is acting funny and like it just stopped selecting at one point. We're going to copy and paste. We're going to put you beneath that. And we're going to move you over there. Because I want to have this as a stinger. Might need to do a readjustment on the line layer, but something like that. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Okay. Let me deselect because something's going on whenever I try to like select a certain thing and it goes weird. I'm going to just use the stamp tool, J. And there is our stinger for cool mechanical feel to it. Not perfect. Really cheap Photoshop. Stamp tool's always been kind of iffy for me. You know, sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I feel like a nut. But you know, it's good for a quick. You know, I've never. There are some people who like completely transform. I've seen people who take photographs of like men and just the photograph completely remake them into like women. I've seen one years ago. There was a person who was like changing people's ethnicity, but it all really comes down to like, do you keep the eyes, the nose, and the lip, like the placement? Because they were like, you could take any image and just use the colors and use textures and completely redraw another image. This person was taking pictures of like men and making them into women and vice versa. But when you look at them, you're like, oh, that could be that person's brother or sister. Like they managed to keep like certain features that told you who it was. Just want to thin the layers around, thin the lines around this right here. I'm not even going to I'm not even going to try and, what am I doing? I'm on the wrong layer. Of course I am. Of course you are, Dante, you dang fool. I'm not even going to try and just, you know, Photoshop. I'm just going to take the colors. It's so faded anyway. Like that plus what? Like a little, nope. A darker gray. There you go. You get the idea. Similar to all of those. Yes. real trick is, you know what, I'm just gonna put some black lines around it. I just want to see how it looks when it's slowly coming together with some basic black lines. Need to be all similar, just kind of pull it together with like a basic black outline, right? Now, I've mentioned before, I've always wondered how they do, you know, how do the professionals figure out certain things? Because, you know, does one guy figure out the transformation and the design? Do they just hand off the design to some poor sap to figure out how it works? And I do remember one guy essentially just doing this. Like, he was chopping up the design. Like, I think he was, like, editing the design, the original base design, to work, like, okay, you want this, well, we can, but, you know, you would have to move this here, move that there. Like, you know, it won't be 100%. I guess there's a lot of give and take to get a final transformer down. And he was kind of doing this, just taking the guy's original concept, chopping it up, moving things here and there until he figured out, like, I think this will work, unless you want to have a fake chest, fake headlights, like, you know, the fake bumper for the chest they tend to do. Now you see why I left this little black bit of the wheel there. It just kind of saves me from doing that. So it's not a pretty thing. It looks more like it's a mean looking hornet. It's like it looks mean. I painted pink. Pink's a manly color. Give it to a woman. It's a powerful color. I want to hear women say it's not pink, it's salmon. We need to hear that more often. Why? Just because. No reason. I remember there was a line in Transformers Prime. You know, they wanted some more toys, so they did this whole thing where they were undercover. But the only real one who was on the cover was Bumblebee. But then again, he's a scout, so I guess storyline wise it works. And they inverted his colors, so he was black with like yellow stripes. And there's a line that RC says. And don't forget, RC in Transformers Prime is when they made her blue and silver. But she did have pink highlights, apparently. Like, the toy had pink highlights, I guess. And maybe the character in show, we didn't really see it. It was like very little pink highlights, apparently. Because she says, oh, that's cool. I mean, if I inverted my colors, I'd be pink. And she kind of like laughs about it. It's not an insult or anything, but I just found it interesting because I was like, she has pink on her? Like, I didn't even notice it until they said that in the show. And Oh, just thinking of Transformers Prime and RC's depiction in Transformers Prime. Because no one freaking remembers her depiction in the Michael Bay films. Yeah, she was in it. So I saw some production sketches for the movie Bumblebee, and because RC's in it, and she's pink and she's white, and she has something reminiscent of like her famous like backpack / shoulder pad thing going on. And the original design concepts is where they basically took the original RC and merged it essentially with Transformers Prime, because her Cybertronian mode, which I don't think we get to see it, but they still designed it, and they're all making a toy for it. So they were showcasing the toy, or at least the prototype. It's a motorcycle, so it has two front wheels side by side in a motorcycle fashion, and as it goes towards the back is bigger and chunkier, and has like that RC. Well, her hips, her hips and her legs essentially made the original RC, like curved sides of like a hover car, whatever she turned into. So it's a motorcycle with like a wide engine. It kind of it's like the Vespa here. The engine's like on the back, and the front's like just two wheels in the front, and they essentially combined. And when she transforms, her wheels are like on the back of her legs, much like the way they designed RC and Prime. And I was like, that's cool. Whoever did that deserves a fucking medal. Excuse my language, but they do deserve a medal, because you thought about that. You were like, oh, just make her look cool, make it an homage to the original show. What's the newest coolest RC we can think of? Transformers Prime. Party in the back. Party in the back, business in the front. That's what it was, really, if you think about it. Okay, we're gonna call this B. She's not really a bee. Wasp. Wasp. What layer is this? Wasp color? Yeah. Wasp color. Or Ulla. The C didn't go through. Ulla. Okay, now we're gonna do something tricky. I need to just design basic wings for her. I kept this little round piece here. Kind of like the idea of it just being a mechanical piece there. That little round piece right in there. Okay. My shapes at? Where are my shapes at? New layer. This is in no way like it's like no way correct. It's not like it's not perfect. Here we go. Something like that. Okay. No. Frick. Apparently double click is what you use to erase it. Enter? Yeah, that works. I was trying to figure out like what the heck do I use to like get rid of it. Now with that there, you essentially put it, yeah, like that. But with that being said, this and this and this all need to move back. Something happened. That layer to this layer. Move it all down. There we go. Frick. What am I missing? There we go. There's a. I forgot our little stinger. That works. And that stinger should be combined with the wasp colors. Merge selected layer. There we go. File save. Nope. Cancel. File save, not save as. Yeah, technically that wing is actually very large. Because if you turn it sideways, it'll be too long for the length of the body. I'm still working on the proportions, like how to get the wings as big as I want them to be. But yeah, that's that right there. Because technically that wing, where's my layer? Where's my line layer? That's the wing. Technically that wing should be on top of the wheels. I'm gonna tilt it that way, it's like that, and then we'll overlap it. Okay, now the only real issue here is coloring. Now we're just gonna, we're gonna bucket it, people. Wand is not, yeah, wand is W, wand. And then we are going to select a nice color, like that. That looks good. Yeah. Okay. So this is going to be a pain in the butt because we are going to go ahead and just fudge like a physical joint right here. We're going to give this a lines instead of dots. And we're just going to actually color in this. No, let's make it so. And we are going to have to drop the opacity because, actually no, before I even do that, we will make a copy of this layer. If I flip it horizontally, it's that, which is not what we need. Back. If I flip it vertically, and then no. Oh wait. It'd be something like that. That does make sense, I think. Yeah. Drop the opacity so I can see what I'm doing. And we're just going to delete part of it. Or rather erase part of it. Because because it's behind the front wheel. It is, after all that work with the other wheel, it's technically overlapping that other wheel. Nice. Good. And on this layer, we want to see this wheel, so we're going to just, but the wheels, the smaller wheels are beneath them. So after all that work we did with that wheel, didn't matter. What did I just do? Get back on there. There, got it. So he was like, well, it's meant to be a girl, and the girl could be mean as she wants, but she wasn't meant to be mean. She's meant to be kind of cutesy, and this is like weirdly mechanical. I mean, duh. But what I mean is, like Matrix aggressive mechanical. And again, you know, just think of the original Insecticons. They weren't nice people. They were mean people. Yeah, so these wings are completely like fabricated nonsense in terms of how big they are and where they sit. But it works. It's like it's working. It's working. Yeah, the wings are the only thing that are like off-centered. The rest of the, like the whole body's flat on, but the wings are like angled. I want to see them. But this is what it is. I don't even know if I need that second wing in the back. Let me see. If I took that away, like if I took that, I'm trying to think. If I took it away, and I took that away. I mean, you know they're wings, but it doesn't really register as wings. I'm gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it, people. Leaving it. Wing 1, and I realized I also did some inking on that line by accident, on that layer by accident. Wing 2. Let me copy this color and put it on before I forget. Why are you on top? Bug line. There we go. There's the colors. Yeah, so the only like there's like we're kind of fudging a few things, like a number of things, but like the only real thing is like the front wheel is gonna double as turbines / the secondary wings, and it will also double as like a freaking like mace she has. Or honeycomb wand, whatever you want to call it. But yeah. And like I said, I could make the little bug arms just like bags hanging off the side. Like in the robot mode, they could just be bags. This will work. And the thing is, once I'm done doing this, I will put some basic lines in to indicate the robot mode parts, such as, I mean, the main thing that I have to really indicate is the break in the, let's do it now. The break in the like front steering section. Where's my lines? Bug line. Let's not call that copy. Don't know why it says copy on it. Okay, now basic black. Here we go. Yeah. That's that right there. And I want to better define what we're looking at here. In the color, we're going to add this right here. We're going to add some silver, some more silver. There we go. That defines, but that's a different piece. Yeah, so like transformation wise, the two things, the one thing is, the legs, okay, transformation wise, the one thing that it is bugging me is the shoulders of her bug mode need to essentially slide upward in this direction. That way when she's in robot mode, they're more like her robot shoulders. It will give her long forearms. Things we can adjust. Alright, now let me grab these two mooks. Quick search. There you go, there's all this. Waspies. Waspinator. Just want to get a quick image. Just pretty simple shape. Just want to get a quick. They got big old front claws. Well, not claws. They got big old front mandibles. Here's the basic side view of it. Yeah, see, I just found an image of a wasp. So technically, a wasp has like its back legs aren't always super long. It has long legs in general, but I figured using the seat as a back leg would be a good way to define that. Okay. Where are you? I'm sorry, I'm going quiet for a minute. I'm just looking for something. Oh wow, it is 10:07 already. I'm actually having fun with this, and it is already 10:07. Holy crap! This is a bit like all. I get it. The front. I get it. Their head is shaped like a triangle. Ask around the side view. How bulbous is it? Where's the eye sit? Looking for a side view. It's like a teardrop. Their heads are shaped kind of like teardrops. Okay, let's just do a general shape here. Let's say so essentially the head's gonna fit in there, like the head just comes right out. How big is the head compared to the rest of the body? Come on, just give me like a good. There you go. There's a good image. Yeah. All right. Just needs little sharp teeth. Yeah, so my secret to making these is just think about it a lot, figure it out in your head as much as you can, and then start drawing it and cross your fingers. That's what it is. I just think it, and then maybe I do some sketches along the way. But once I have it on paper, I'm like, okay, that looks like it'll work. Now, funny thing is, I'm looking at these pictures of wasps. So they all have like patterns right here in the forehead. Part of me is like, what if, let me see, if the head goes in like here, her head would be like here. Where's the one tool? Where are we? Let's see, where is it? So her head would be like right here, right? So if you basically put her head here and make it where like you rotate it in the head of the, so you have the wasp, and in the forehead is the robot's head that is facing, its back is to you. So when the wasp's head is inside, you just turn the robot head around and you can see it sticking through. And where it sits, she's gonna have antennas. Yeah, that's it. This whole back section might just have to freaking open up. It's like, here's her head, which is also a yellow patch on most of a wasp's, like its snout, I guess, like right here between the eyes. Like, it's perfect. And the wasp itself has the antennas right here. So she'll have antennas. I still just gotta figure out like the freaking bug shoulders, that's all. You know what? We'll just BS it and say that right here is like is a slider of some type attached to the ball joint, so it just kind of comes outward like that, with the curve of the wheel well. It will just the ball joints just go bringing the shoulders out, and that's it. That'll do it for that. I need a darker shade of this purplish green or whatever this like that. And then we'll just say this is all gray on the inside. That's that. That fixes that issue. Let's get these antennas. I'm on the bug head, right? Yeah, I'm on the bug head. Let's get these antennas done. To anyone who might be watching this at a later time, I am thinking of contracting a 3D modeler. So if you're someone who's, because I could slowly learn, and I am trying to slowly learn things like Blender, but I know, you know, I know when to hire someone who knows more than I do. So I have a number of ideas. Obviously, this right here is very loose ideas, but I have a number of idea transformers that I have like measured out, or even done like handmade prototypes of. But I want to have it like cleaned up. I am looking to contract someone in the future who will basically do the 3D modeling fabrication, the service of that. I'm hiring you for a service because I will design it. I will draw it out. I need someone who will not physically, but digitally create it in a working file for 3D printing. And basically, I'm paying them for the labor of making the 3D model and give me the files. And I will own the files because it's my design. I will hire someone to do the construction, if that makes sense. Alright, let me just drop some more lines on this. Not perfect in proportions, not perfect, but let's look at more pictures. Yeah, look at this. No, what are you doing? Freaking pens like them funny. A wasp, a hornet, and bee. And it's funny because I type in wasp, but a lot of the pictures I get look like hornets. A wasp looks more of what we have here. Really skinny middle body, actually a smaller butt end. So yeah, like all the references I'm looking at have the bodies of like a wasp, but so if there's one picture that shows you a hornet, a wasp, a hornet, a wasp, and a bee. All the pictures I'm looking at right now online, when I type in wasp, look like hornets. Wasps are like super thin. See what we're gonna do? I'm gonna. This is already rounded, so just grab this nice shiny bit. Cause I'm shiny. Copy and paste. Color. Drag your butt up there. There we go. Yeah, I wanna finish this. At least this tonight. I wanna get this beautiful bug done. What the heck just happened? Where are you? Where is that layer? Select the layer. Oh, you got moved to a weird spot. Okay. Repeat that silver. I'm thinking on the mouth. Just because I can. Go. Enter, deselect, erase, big O eraser. Actually back up. Yeah, keep the next piece, why not? Just random colors in there. So you have like a metal chomper. you know what? Just for the heck of it, I'm gonna go ahead and like copy this guy right here. Just for the heck of it. As much as I can of it at least. And use that for his or her like little forehead crest area. What are we doing? The layer is separate from that, so why not? Not right now, but what is going on? There we go. Not right now, but I might do the legs to match. I might do the front legs to match the back leg. Because if it's gonna be, if she's gonna have little baggies on the side, it'll be the same material as like the seat she's on, right? So I'll probably do that later though. What I don't like is this though. She needs a little bit of gray there, okay, kind of losing it with that white streak. And just because red headlight. From a car. Rather red backlights, I guess. There we go. Ooh, nice. I just found one that was like perfect. Just gonna copy and paste that real quick. Copy image. Let's see how big it comes out though. Edit. Paste image. Where are you? Look at that eye. Look at that eye. Perfect, though. Look at that eye. Move that layer. Move that layer. Okay, just gonna do a little twist around. I guess distort would work. No, not distort. What did we distort? Come on, just wiggle it. Just a little bit. Skew. Like skew and distort do the exact same freaking thing. Right? Just freaking free transform. Yeah, I just want to get that, an overly shape. Okay. Sorry about that. One moment. make sure I'm still recording me. That was my, hey, it is 10:30. You should be getting ready for nap time because people work. I'm actually, I have just a small amount of coffee, so I'm kind of juiced. So yeah. Where is that on? There was something on a layer. Nope, it is you. No, how can it be bug layer? It is on the bug line. Why is there a white line on the bug line? Why is there a white line on my ink line? And just to define a few more spots, let's add a few more black lines here and there. That's the wrong one. The tire doesn't really need it. But yeah. So this, ladies and gents, is the general concept for Vespa. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, people. You can't stop me. I'm gonna do it. I do like this metal sleekness here, but, and there's a few buts here. Color, chameleon. I'm gonna do this now. Where are you? Legs? Color. What color is that? Yeah, I'm just gonna do it now. The metal sleekness does look good, but concept-wise, if she is to transform, she is to have things that make sense, things that interlock. So it's gonna make this brown. Gonna click this light brown here to give the edge the same kind of light brown. Don't know what the light source is. I'm just matching some stuff together. Yeah. Yeah, that works. And the bug arms are just gonna, I guess, you know what the bug arms would do? Let's look at it from this point of view real quick. I'm just gonna make a random layer right there. So we're gonna use brown for now. So I guess the idea is it's gonna be an overlap kind of thing. So you have your ball joint, which is the shoulder of the bug. You have this part, which is the bicep, and then you have the lower part of the bug leg, right? But essentially, what's really gonna happen, the bug leg flips over and overlaps. So what you're gonna get is, actually this will all be curved too. So we have two curves, this in, this out, like an S. Because when this overlaps this, it will be something like that. "5-minute snooze." Not long enough. Okay, where was I? Yes. So let's say, so this is the part that flips upward. There's the part that's inside. So they make this shape on either side. So, of course I did it backwards. Of course I drew you backwards. You jerk. So this will be like that. Curving that way. And because the shoulders are ball joint, once it's unfurled, you just kind of have to rotate them in the right direction. Just spin them around. Yes. So we will, at some point, sketch that out. I guess the next thing will be to try and I lost my slipper. I guess the next thing will be to try and like I guess I kind of like the idea of using the robot parts. I mean the actual photograph parts. Maybe next time I'll do like what I think is it'll be harder unless I can find more images of this particular bike at different angles. But I think I could probably just like do a mock-up of like a robot mode. Yeah. I say it's doable. Anyway. Come on, get you in frame. Are we in frame? Yeah, we're in frame. So yes. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Vespa. Working name, it's a working title. She will be a triple changer. She will go from robot to scooter to a wasp. And I kind of want to do a series of these. I want to do a bunch of like delivery people, like delivery bots. Because you know, Transformers is a series about conflict of some sort. You know, Autobots versus Decepticons. I forgot the name of this. It was a series that came after Transformers Prime that was obviously much more kid-oriented, and it was like a pseudo continuation of it, which is the weirdest thing. In that one, you had Grimlock as a Decepticon, and it was less about Decepticons and Autobots and more about them just trying to stop people from being jerks. I kind of want to do like a bunch of delivery characters, Autobots and Decepticons, who are just, it's like they're not at war anymore and they're just doing their daily thing, and it's like the slice of life. It's not gonna be a coffee shop AU, I promise you, but it's like a slice of life Transformer thing where like they're Transformers and they just deliver stuff. But I want to do all of them like bees and hornets and wasps. Like they work for a company that's called like the Hive, or like the Hive Delivery or Honey Delivery or whatever. So they all have like bee oriented or like insect oriented art modes. And if they won't all be triple changes probably, but I do want to make them more interesting. I have another idea for another triple changer. He's like one of the, you might have seen him. It's like a mini box truck. I have to look it up online. It's like if you took a box truck. Oh, it's a 3-wheeler. It's 3 wheels. It's like a mini pickup truck. It has like a little bed in the back, but it's like a little thing. I kind of want to make a bumblebee out of that. Like he's kind of fat and chunky. See, like he's this big guy. And I had an idea for one where it's maybe a muscle car, like something faster, but it's actually 2 of them together. Like it's like they could each become they're worker bees. So they're just like blank faced, like like the Decepticons. Rewind and with a kickback, I think I forget his name was. No, Rewind and someone else. And so they have like this plated mask, and they're just like they're like the worker bees. So they both become bees. They both become they're blank-faced looking robots, but they need to combine to become like a muscle car, some kind of vehicle that they can use for delivery. Muscle cars aren't for delivery, but you get the idea. Just buzzing around in there, quite literally, alongside me finishing projects. But yeah, It is 10:40. I have talked a lot during this because no one's in chat, no one's around. What's happening in the world? I want to thank everyone for watching. As usual, I will be taking these and uploading them to YouTube, since at the moment I'm not multi-streaming. I might test a multi-stream next week, just to save me the headache. With that being said, you can see all the videos archived. Hey, intern, you can check out the links on the side at the Burgos Art, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and DeviantArt. Instagram is projects like this works in progress. DeviantArt is finished works. I will be updating that as I go along, and Twitter's just me rambling otherwise from here. But yeah, once again, guys, I am Dante. Like, favorite, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the future. Later.